Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Excellent. All right, and here we go. So this is another one. I've played this game a handful of times already on stream. So far, I've never been able to beat it. That might not change tonight. Just letting you know, we might not get to see the whole game. I've made it to what I think is the last level. I made it to the Technodrome, but this is a hard game. That was your favorite song when you were 9. I think that was for many of us. I was a pretty big Ninja Turtles fan as a young kid. I know I must have watched the cartoon a whole lot. Like I had Ninja Turtles toys. I dressed up like a Ninja Turtle. I one time I don't actually, you would expect would have been for Halloween, but I don't think it was. I think I just made a Ninja Turtle costume randomly for myself when I was real young. I don't really remember most of the details of it, but I remember using Easter eggs to like bind my fingers together so that I would only have 3 fingers on each hand. And my toes too. I, I remember that. I don't know how I kept them on my hands, and I don't know how I was able to stick them to my hands once I had already got them halfway on, like, but somehow I did, I guess. That's super creative. But I know I must have watched the cartoon, but I don't remember hardly anything from it. Well, like when it comes to the Ninja Turtles, my like go-to reference is the films. Particularly the first two. All right, so let's jump in. We'll see how far we get. I only plan to do one attempt at this game because it's kind of long. If things go real bad, like real early in the game, I might do a reset, but we'll see. Things will probably go bad real early. So this is one I have no hope of like ever achieving a 1 credit clear through this game. That would be really hard. And I like this game. I don't like it that much. As much time and practice as it would take to get the 1 credit clear on this, I don't think that I could put the time into it. But I do want to beat it, so it's gonna, if we don't beat it tonight, then it's something that's gonna show up on the stream again from time to time. Because I definitely want to check it off the list. Your parents took you to the first 2 movies in theaters. I don't think I saw either of them in theaters. I feel like I saw Ghostbusters 2 in the movie theater, but I can't believe my parents would have taken me to see it. Things are going bad. I'm already so close to losing my first life. I don't really have much of an approach for fighting the enemies in this game. I think what you're supposed to do is take a swipe at them and then retreat a little bit and then swipe again is the best plan of attack. But with so much stuff going on the screen, it's difficult to focus up and remember to play like that. How about TMNT1? Is that on the list? Yeah, I'm gonna do that one eventually too. So I have all three of the Turtles games on the NES. I think there are only three. I have this. I have Turtles 1, and I have the Manhattan Project. I want to play this. I'm trying to play this one first because it's the one that I am most familiar with. I never really played the first one or the third one as a kid. If this is taking me an extraordinarily long time to beat, I may actually give one of those a go before I even make it through this game, but we'll see. I hope to be streaming for a very long time, so I don't feel urgency to get to every game right away. Oh, we're in a terrible position heading into stage 2. The first one's very difficult. You can never do the swimming part. I've heard, you know, like I've seen like the angry video game nerd complain about it, and lots of other people bemoan how terribly difficult the game is, so I know that I'm going to be in for a rough time when I do eventually get to it. So I'm kind of thinking, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give the game a reset and see if I can make it through level 1 a little cleaner, because I really need as many lives and continues as I can have going forward. I'm not gonna do a lot of resets to grind this level, but I think one or two to get the rust off my bones is kind of reasonable. I need to turn this timer off. I don't know why that's still going. I guess I'll run the timer. Why not? The second one was for your birthday party, so you got to bring friends. The Vanilla Ice rap part blew my child mind. I don't remember the circumstances that I saw him. I think probably just my parents probably just bought me the VHS release at some point. There were no movie theaters nearby where when I was growing up. Like going to the movies was an ordeal. It was like an hour and a half drive to get to a movie theater. So my parents didn't take me to the movies very often. I don't think spamming jump kicks is actually as good of a strategy as it may at first seem. Jump kicks have seem to have a somewhat high failure rate. And why I say slash, retreat, slash again for the attack is because the game seems to be made where the enemies have iframes. Like, if you try to hit it, most enemies take 2 slices to kill, and if you try to do both slices right away, the enemies are really good at sneaking an attack in. I don't think 2 slices right away can land. Could be wrong. I put a bit of time into the game, but I'm not an expert. I really wish there were more pizzas in this game. I wish there were as many pizzas as there are Pizza Hut signs. That would be nice. It's so weird to see a real-world product being advertised in a video game. Looks like we might have an icon change coming up. I intentionally went with a very plain and boring icon tonight because I was expecting one of the games, at least one of the games, to glitch out really badly. Which may suggest that I have a new icon. Waiting in the weeds for such an occasion. Death Stranding product placement was cringe. I didn't know there was... I actually didn't know there was product placement in that game. I'm always surprised we don't see more of that. Spicy pepper, okay. All right, let me fight this boss, and then we'll eat a pepper at the top of the next stage. How about? That's gonna be the last pepper for tonight. I'm out of chunks after this one. You know what? You're not going to believe this, but I think my biggest problem with this game is that I try to rush through it too much. I think if I take a slower approach, that I'm going to have a much greater chance of success in general in this game. I mean, there's no... It's just finally occurred to me that there's no time limit, so why rush things? Oh no, I'm gonna die. Now I've lost the life, and my health will regenerate at the top of the next stage, so now I'm gonna rush things. Bummer. Frownie rushing? I know. It's unheard of. Had to restart my laptop. Have you seen any Arcus? You and him have that excellent Bob Ross and retro gaming quality. I haven't seen Arcus. It's a streamer I don't know. But I mean, you know, of course, we can't know all of them. All right. Channel points. I'm gonna turn the peppers off now. I do like stream. I like I like streamers with a chilled out. I like retro streamers with a very chilled out vibe. I like my streams to be kind of laid back and maybe low energy. Not always. There are exceptions, but for the most part, what I tend to gravitate toward watching when it comes to streams is pretty laid back streams. Argus does a lot of Ninja Gaiden. I just beat Ninja Gaiden for the first time recently, so that's great. I could watch that then, because it wouldn't be spoiled for me. That's a trouble I have. Like, when I watch other streamers, I don't want to watch people who have played games I haven't beaten, if they're ones I want to play, because I don't want them to be spoiled. Oh, I didn't see the face cam. Okay, we'll do that too. His Arcus has speedrun world records. Nice. All right. So, upside down we go. Upside down first. I was going to do it first just because it's easy. Nice and comfy. Got to head off to sleep now. Have a great stream. Good luck with TMNT, Frownie. Thank you, Zinshan. Thanks for being here, and sleep well, my friend. All right, so traditionally, the last piece of pepper, we eat the pepper and the remaining seeds. The last piece usually isn't very spicy, so we want to give it every chance to really hit us. Yeah. Yeah, as usual. Last piece is pretty weak. I do have a seed caught in my throat though. Okay. Last piece of pepper, generally pretty weak. I'm gonna sail right through this one. Very positive atmosphere, very PG. One of the reasons I discovered Twitch. Right on. That sounds like a good place for me then. You know, not all the streamers I watch are family friendly. There are streamers I watch that curse and have a kind of R-rated humor. They're not the majority of what I watch, but I do duck into those, or I do duck into. That's not the right term. I do lurk in those kinds of streams from time to time. Oh, I do kind of want to take the hat off again, but yeah, I think I should. You know what? Pepper was hot enough. I got to take the hat off for a while. Upside down Goomba in the background makes me giggle so much more than it has any right to. Well, I feel bad because I don't really stream PG at all, but respect it when I'm in others. Nothing to feel bad about then. I just feel bad if a PG raid came bursting through after I died in Streets of Rage. Oh. Now the streaming is normal. That pepper, again, it wasn't super hot, but it is hanging around for a while. The tip of my tongue is still tingling. I think we've got a handful of boomerang guys. Oh, we got a purple guy. Alright, after him maybe. There are a handful of boomerang guys, and then the boss. This boss, Bebop, he is really tough. Like, I think it's likely I'm not going to beat him. I don't think I have enough health and lives. I don't know if I've ever beaten him without losing 2 lives. I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna be seeing this level again. He's done a lot of damage. I recently learned I'm horrible at beat-em-ups. I am the friend who dies first. I have vowed to change that. I always feel like I'm not the biggest fan of beat-em-ups, and yet I've played a lot of them on stream, so maybe I just don't know myself very well, but I never really think of beat-em-ups as a as one of my go-to genres. And I guess I haven't played a lot of them on stream. I've played 3 Turtles games and Double Dragon. I've got plans for Battletoads and some other Double Dragons games down the line too, so there will be more beat 'em ups. But I feel like it's not really historically been one of my go-to genres. Oh no, Battletoads. Yep, Battletoads. I've never played Battletoads. I'm familiar with its reputation. A little bit of it has been spoiled for me. Like, I know there's a level with like a spinning thing that chases you, and I know there's a level with a bunch of snakes. So I kind of like, you know, just from gaming, being aware of gaming culture, I kind of know. I have a vague idea of the kind of obstacles I'm getting myself into, but I've never like watched a just a straightforward playthrough of the game, so it will be mostly blind. I imagine it's going to be a rough several nights. I actually have two. No, I think I have 3. I have 3 versions of Battletoads as well, so we'll get to play it a lot. I've got it on the NES, the Game Boy, and the Sega Genesis. I don't think you could pick a harder one. I've heard that. I've heard people say that Battletoads is the hardest NES game. Do you know what is more important in gaming culture? Cows. I have it on good authority that cows are very important. Alright, please, let's make it through. He's so tough. He's so quick with that uppercut. That's the thing that makes him really terrible. Oh no. Falling into the sewer hurts you in this game, too. So, like, I want to hit him and retreat. But the thing is, he's so quick with that uppercut. I got a lot of hits on him there. There's also the thing, like, when they start flashing, it's like, you would think that that means that they're about dead, but really, they have 3 speeds. Like, this flashing speeds up as they go. So, like, when he starts flashing, he still has 2 more, like, phases of flashing to get through. So you're really only about 1/3 of the way through the battle when the flashing starts. Okay. Now, the game may make me eat these words, but historically, I have found that after Bebop, the game gets a little easier for a while. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, Hooked on Pot. Much appreciated. Thank you. I must go for now. Good luck on the game. Have a good night and stream. Thanks for being here, Guru. Thanks for the wishes of good luck, and enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. I kind of like the music in this stage. I don't think it necessarily fits the sewer, but I mean, I don't know what sewer music would sound like anyway. I would think more sparse and drippy. I've been I've been upside down for way longer than promised. I think I'm gonna revert to normal for a while. I just realized. I might have stayed like that the rest of the night. See, after the Bebop and Rocksteady fights, this boss is ridiculously easy. Somewhat tedious, but that's okay. There is no time limit. Oh, unlucky. I think those stones always fall in the same location, but I couldn't tell you. I haven't passed through quite enough. This is the fourth stage. So far we've seen at least 3 advertisements for Pizza Hut. I know it's on a plaque in the burning apartment building, and there are 2 Pizza Hut posters that enemies hide behind. And now there's another plaque. So we've seen 3 Pizza Hut advertisements, at least. There may have been more. But we've only found 1 slice of pizza. Like to my point, there should be at least as many slices of pizza as there are ads. There are, I believe, no ads for Pizza Hut in the sewer, though. And you know what? I'm fine with there not being a slice of pizza in the sewer either. Like, concrete pizza is one thing, but I think eating sewer pizza is a bridge too far. Sidewalk pizza I can handle. I wonder how much Pizza Hut paid to be in the game. Oh no, advertising worked too well. All the pizza got sold out. Oh. I don't know. I know on the Ninja Turtles VHS tape, there was an advertisement for Pizza Hut. Like, where, like, the trailers go before the movie. I don't remember what trailers were on the tape, but I remember the Pizza Hut commercial. It was about a kid playing baseball, and then, like, I think they lose the game, but then they go and eat at Pizza Hut afterwards, so, like, he didn't care that he lost, I think is the plot of the commercial. I don't really remember. I know this. I know the commercial has a song about playing the right field position, way out where the dandelions grow. I could probably sing the song if I reached really deep into the recesses of my brain, but I'm not going to. I'm confident I could dredge up about 70% of the lyrics from having seen it so many times. I remember when I was a kid, so we would watch VHS tapes so often. We'd watch our taped movies so often that my sister and I would play a game, like, because we would take turns sometimes picking out movies, and we'd play a little game with each other where one of us would pick the movie, and then the other person would try to guess what movie it was based on the trailers that played at the beginning of the tape. You can't do that with streaming. Sorry, I see the chat has scrolled a little bit. I'm gonna catch up with you in a moment. I'm on my last life, and so I want to stay in the zone here for this boss. I'd hate to lose a continue here at the end of this level. I'd much rather lose the continue at the top of the next level. This boss is harder than the guy in the sewer, but again, he's one of the easier bosses in general. I say and get hit by him almost immediately. They should have had the losers eating a pizza and not enjoying it, and the winners going wild at the Pizza Hut. I could be wrong. I could have the details of the commercial's plot wrong. I'm just, it's just a vague memory. That Dr. Orochi you sent me to the other night was playing some retro commercials earlier today on stream. The chat was pretty funny. So I had a good time in a Dr. Orochi stream the other night. I'd never seen one of his streams before. I'd heard his name before because I'd seen him in the chat. So one of the streamers I watch sometimes is named Contra with a whole bunch of extra A's. He's not necessarily a family-friendly streamer, but he's pretty fun. And he plays a lot of the, I like a lot of the stuff that he plays. But I'd seen Dr. Orochi in his chat, so I'd heard the name before, but and then he raided my stream a couple nights ago, and so I was really wanting to check out one of his streams, and got lucky enough to catch him on. But I thought it was a lot of fun, and really, if for nothing else, you really should check out Dr. Orochi's streams just to watch his welcome raiders message when he receives a raid. It verges on a transcendental experience. Like if he's streaming at the end of one of my streams, it's gonna be really hard not to choose him for a raid target just because I'm gonna want to watch the welcome message. I mean, I don't know if he does that. I don't know if he does that every night, but it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. That's one of the best times I've had on Twitch in a while. Now I gotta see this. I tried to clip it, but I messed it up. I don't know. I don't know how to do clips. It's so very weird. Like, I don't know when you're supposed to hit the clip button. I always miss either the beginning or the end of the content I want to clip. I'm too dumb. I can't figure it out. The raid welcome got you interested right away. He seems to do it every raid. He, from what I could tell, it seemed like he did, but I wasn't. You know, I'm not familiar with the stream, so I don't want to write checks he's not going to cash. He does it original every time, I think, too, because he always says the Raider's name. Yeah, he does. I mean, he says basically the same thing every time, but he does mix it up just a little bit. And yeah, I think he's got, like, I don't know, he's got a separate scene set up in OBS or something like that that he can switch to put the camera on him with that weird effect or something. I don't know. I don't really know how he does it, but it's glorious. He must have a cam pointed at his eyes and mouth. Yeah, something like that. I actually bought some extra webcams so I could have them set up at different angles so I could switch to them during the stream, but I can't actually do it because my laptop can't handle more than one webcam at a time. What am I doing wrong? There we go. I knew this guy had a pattern I could get locked into. That's what I wanted to do. It's been too long. I forgot how to fight him. Oh, I think we might be close to an extra life. I tried looking up different solutions, too, for the webcam problem, but it's just... I just don't think it's possible with my laptop. But it's okay. I didn't spend a lot of money on the extra webcams. The one that I use, the webcam I use, it cost me something like $30 or something like that. At the most. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but it wouldn't have been more than that. But I did buy it, you know, like when everyone was trapped at home and webcams were sold out everywhere, so I paid more for it than I would have liked, but it wasn't much more than that, I don't think. But then I bought two more that are just duplicates of the same webcam, but I bought them on clearance. I paid $4 each, so I didn't spend a ton of money on the duplicate webcams that I can't use. So it wasn't that big of a loss, but it is a bummer that I can't play around with them. Um, it kind of gets annoying sometimes with all the raids and notifications going off when I just want to watch the game. Yeah, yeah, I definitely get that. And there are streamers I watch who like me, they don't do any notifications and things like that. There are a couple reasons I don't do that kind of stuff. Mostly because I want my stream to be fairly peaceful. And so I don't want a lot of like audio alarms and stuff going off all the time for the sake of people who might have me on in the background and they're like dozing off or something like that. Also, because it's a family-friendly thing, I don't want people to be able to put, you know, I don't want strangers to be able to pop into the stream and put a graphic screen name on that I'm then gonna have to manually find and blur out for my archive. Or, you know, like an R or like an R-rated text-to-speech message or something like that, so it's just better not to have them. Yuck, I'm getting hit by all the cars. I know I do raise my voice sometimes on stream, but I mean, I'm playing a game. It can't always be helped. Hey Derek, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Little explosions from big bombs. Those bombs are huge. It's just, it's very weird to have the enemies, like, the enemies are very strangely armed. Like, these guys with their croquet mallets, those guys who are just carrying torpedoes around, like, some bizarre choices. Things are going really well, but some sloppy gameplay has turned my health situation upside down, unfortunately. I don't know what went wrong with the design here, but those two guys hop out of those tires and throw them at you. And then you have to fight them and then scroll the screen a little bit more for the third guy. Like, they're all supposed to do it at the same time, but I don't know, they messed it up. That third guy never comes out with the other two. I guess if I really rush to the screen, I could force him to, but why would I want to? Oh no, I got really locked into a bad spot there. I think that's it for this level. Oh no, it's another guy. Alright, after this helicopter, I think that's it for the level. So as long as I don't die, which looks like it might happen. No! Oh man, that was close. I would have been pretty upset if I died there. Okay, I'm getting cold again. Thank you for the trophies, cows. That was close. I almost didn't get any trophies there. You had the Turtle Van toy as a kid. I don't think I had the van. I only had the figures. I had each of the 4 turtles. I had a Shredder, I had a Splinter, and I had one of the turtles in their like disguise. He had like a mask piece you could put on, and a fedora and a coat. It was Donatello. In addition to the regular Donatello. So I had 5 turtles. I don't think I had like I didn't have any of the like I didn't have an April, which is weird. I don't think I had Bebop, Rocksteady, or Baxter Stockman. And that's it. I don't even know the other like villains. Like that wolf guy. Oh, I didn't have a Krang either. One of my friends did. He had a lot of the characters I didn't have. I'm running into lasers. I should be a little bit more careful. I said more careful, not less careful. Okay, good. There we go. I was saying, I really wish I could get on that platform because I kept trying to jump up here, and it was not working for me. I didn't often have play sets for like toys that I had, like the bigger like accessories, like scenery and vehicles and stuff like that. I mostly just had figures. There were some exceptions, though. Dead. I got really worried there. I got worried it wasn't going to give me my other continues. Used to love the toys. Very into the Turtles toys. All the Samurai Turtles at one point. One of my friends had a Samurai Shredder, I think. Or Splinter. I don't remember. I'm not sure. I think there might be a pizza on this level. And if that's the case, I'm going to be feeling pretty bad when I get to it, because that means we might have made it out of here. Oop. The first two movies are awesome. I like the new movies also. I haven't seen them. Um, I heard that a lot of people didn't like the newer ones, but I haven't seen them, so I don't have an opinion yet. I can't judge. I try to buy for my kid now for birthdays and Christmas so I can play with him. He's more into Fortnite and Minecraft. I mean, I don't really think that my dad had a great deal of success trying to get me interested in the things that he loved when I was a kid. He liked to play video games with me fairly frequently, but I think that was more my thing than it was really his. Like I don't recall him ever just sitting down and playing a game by himself. I think it was only ever with me. Probably the Lord of the Rings is the only thing that he was into that I also got into. But that didn't really happen from his influence. That happened sort of coincidentally. Like, he was a big Lord of the Rings fan, but like he never gave me the books or anything like that. I developed an interest in them myself separately. Unless he planted some very clever, subtle subliminal messaging somewhere that I never picked up on. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm way behind on the chat. Let me just take a moment here. My new job didn't work out. I'm back on the market for work. I'm sorry to hear that, Derek. It seemed like it had been going okay, so I'm bummed for you. TMNT 3 sucked though. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone try and really defend that movie. I'd rather watch any of the shows than TMNT 3. I've been trying to get better at Fortnite, and I don't mind Minecraft at all. It's very relaxing. I've sunk a lot of time into Minecraft. I'm not good at it, and I haven't played it for a long while. Like I was playing it back before Redstone was a thing, and so when I look at like Minecraft now and like all the kind of things you can make, it's just crazy. You don't like Minecraft. You didn't even know what Lord of the Rings was when the movies came out. So I knew about it because of the Rankin and Bass Hobbit animated film. That was my introduction to the world of Lord of the Rings. Um, I don't even know how I found that. I just picked it out to rent sort of randomly, um, and I watched it and it impressed me a lot. And so then I read the book and then moved on to the Lord of the Rings. And it was right around the time when the movies were like in production, that I started reading them. So it was a good time to get into it because there's like a real big hype wave. Um, oh, and I've never played Fortnite, so I don't even know what that's all about. Played a lot of Minecraft in college when it was in beta, but the game has changed so much. I went back to try and play again, and everything was different. Yeah, I mean, I've picked it up a few times. Like I think 2 years ago, I got hooked on it again for a couple weeks. But like again, like most of like the like sort of like most of the like advanced stuff you can do in Minecraft, I never get around to doing. Like I don't understand it. I'm just lost. I spend basically all of my time in Minecraft hunting for and hoarding diamonds, and that's about it. Like for me, Minecraft could be called Diamond Hunter because that's pretty much all I do. I don't even use them for anything except to make diamond pickaxes so I can find more diamonds. If I were to stream Minecraft, it would be a shockingly terrible experience for everyone to watch. I should just go ahead and pick this pizza up. Okay, I don't remember if this boss is hard or easy. I have a feeling that I have a feeling this boss is kind of medium. He looks a little bit like RoboCop. I like it. This is generally a bad strategy in this game to just stand here and wail on the enemy, but it seems like it's kind of working. Well, then again, he's not even in the red zone yet, and I've already lost one life, so... How much health does this guy have? I've wailed on him so much. What? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Um... I made the mistake of getting my speedrunning buddy hooked on Minecraft. Now that's all he wants to do. We beat the game 3 times so far. Our best was like 5 or 6 hours. My goodness. That's why I like it. I hoard everything. I remember playing it. I was playing it, and one of my friends came by, and they hadn't seen the game before, and they were watching, and they were looking at it, and they said, what are you playing?" I said, "It's Minecraft." And they said, "What do you do?" And I said, "It's a game where you harvest resources." They're like, "For what?" And I said, I don't know." I said, I just like harvesting them." It was a farming simulator for me. I like growing all the different things and breeding all the different color animals. Only ever went adventuring for stuff to dye my sheep rainbow colors. Nice. Infinite Skyline, welcome to the stream. And thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Me too. Also connecting my home to the village, build a castle, get diamond everything. Never cared to kill the dragon. Yeah, never even. I mean, I've played Minecraft for so long without even knowing a dragon existed. um, things went sideways at your job. I used to work for them, went back because I liked it fine. My buddy worked for them, but he just quit now. I've had that happen a time or two. Like I've worked at a place and I've had a good friend working there with me, and then they've ended up like getting another job, and so they quit, and then it really, it can really suck the life out of a place. It's a real shame to lose a friend like that. No, I still remain friends with the person, but it's a lot different not having a friend to work beside. I've been pretty lucky. At almost at almost every job I've ever had, I've tended to either have a good friend who worked there before I did, or I made a very good friend very quickly. So I haven't had too many jobs where I've had to work like kind of on my own. I definitely have had a couple of them. Some of my teaching jobs are like that. I never really found time to interact with the other teachers, so I never I never had any real like friends on the staff. Not sure what happened. Things changed too much, and the new managers didn't like them. They're letting this one guy come back who walked out on them twice. Texted him. I didn't even know new people. None of them were introduced to me. If I had a car, I'd DoorDash. I had a friend who did that when I lived in Houston. She didn't make a ton of money doing it, but she seemed to like it all right. What do you teach? I haven't been in teaching for a while, but I taught English as a second language. I taught in Korea, and I also taught a college level course in the States. And I taught writing. I worked for a technical college for a while, and I taught writing courses. I was pretty mediocre as an ESL teacher. I don't think I was especially skilled at the job. Like I did my best, but I don't think that it was a particularly great fit for me. I don't think my students learned as much from me as they could have from someone else who was really good at it. As an essay writing teacher, I think I did really well. I think my students benefited a lot. Those that cared to try, anyway. I tended to always get good feedback from my students. Like even my ESL students, like they seem to like me a whole lot, but I just don't think they really got much out of the classes. But my hands are pretty tied by the material that the school made me work with too, so. I mean, again, I think if I had been like a really skilled ESL teacher, that, you know, I could have spun gold from the straw that the school gave me, but this is one of my forte. Your mom and sister are doing DoorDash now, 50-50. Right on. So you've got, like, you got sort of a connection there. Someone that could, help you out. Because I imagine there's sort of a learning curve to doing something like that really successfully. English teachers are always the most fun, way better than math teachers. Let me think. What were my math teachers like? I had a couple math teachers who were pretty cool. I don't remember my math teacher. I only took one math course in college, and I don't remember my teacher from that course at all. I don't even remember if it was I don't even remember if it was a man or a woman. Or like I remember nothing about the teacher at all. I considered when I was in high school. I thought that I would major in math in college, and then I ended up doing like the exact opposite. By which I mean I took instead of math being my major and the thing that I took all my courses in, I did the exact opposite, and I took only one math course the entire 4 years of college. No good. They just started it. It's funny because my English teachers were terrors, and I had the most chill math teachers. I only remember my one math teacher, because he caught me on a High Times website. It didn't rat on me. He was cool. This is, hang on. This is level 6. It really annoys me that at the start of the stage there's a sign here that says level 7 when we are actually on level 6 of the game. Get it together, Konami. Is that how you get to level 7 at least? Not at all. That's the beginning of level 6. We get to level 7 by moving away from that area. Some teacher thought I was troubled and made me join a group to talk to a therapist. Forgot about those. I was a quiet kid is all. I kept to myself. I was, I don't know. I imagine that was the way my teachers perceived me as well. Fairly quiet for the most part, especially later on. I generally thought that was what teachers liked about me. It's gonna be a long stream tonight, my friends, because we've been at it for a while. I mean, we're almost done with Turtles because I'm gonna run out of lives here before too long, I think. I really don't think I'm gonna beat this game. I'm on my last continue. Things are wearing down a lot. English teacher had said to the class, "Guess who sings American Woman?" And everybody put their hands up, and I was the only one who got it. Kids I met in the group had more issues than I did. I tried to be friends with the quiet kids in high school. They seem more interesting to me than the loud people. Exactly. Hello, Arkanoid Addict. Welcome to the stream. I was actually thinking about Arkanoid earlier today. I was shifting some of my games around, and I was surprised because I couldn't find. I thought I owned Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo. There's a version of it on Super Nintendo. Arkanoid Do It Again, and they spelled do D-O-H for some reason. I thought I owned that game, but I was moving some of my games around and I didn't see it, and I looked back through my records and it turns out I don't. So I was kind of bummed about that. But it was just funny to me that I was actually thinking about Arkanoid earlier today, and then someone with that in their name should stop by. Hooked on Pot, thank you for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. Thank you. There's still a chance I'll turn this around, but I don't know. I think it's a pretty slim one. As we get through this tiger, we've still got this whole level. There's a boss at the end of this level who's like a guy with a spear. Oh no, we're not gonna... Oh no, this is bad. I just remembered who the boss is. He's this guy with a spear and his head flies around. But if we get through him, there's another level after this too. At least one more, maybe two. Okay, the bamboo sticks are up here, right? Did I already pass those? Oh, the scorpions. Nice. Nice, I got them locked into a sort of pattern here. Oh, beautiful. You play it on NES. Do you know what this is? I'm afraid of it. Hang on, let me take a closer look. Is that the face from the game? Like the isn't he? I think that guy's on the cover of Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo. But I don't know who he is. I'm not an expert in Arkanoid. I know very little about it. I know that the gameplay is sort of breakout styled, and that's really all I know about it. I've played it a handful of times. I know in Arkanoid on the Super Nintendo, you can make your own stages. And my cousin and I would play it, and we would make annoyingly difficult stages where you'd have to open up a channel in between unbreakable blocks, like very, very tediously. I'm really gonna have to make this last life here go the distance. Oh, we can get an extra life. If I kill 13 guys, I'll get an extra life. Boom. 10 more. Oh, and there's a pizza? Okay, we're in a good spot. We're in a better spot than I thought we were. Although I'm not gonna be able to get that extra life, so it's good that that pizza's there. Oh, so that's why the second one's called Do It Again. Because that's his name. I didn't know that. Do It Again, a sequel where you befriend a female deer. Oh, now the title of the game makes sense. I always thought they were spelling it with an H, just like, I don't know, to be rad because it was the 90s or whatever. Like, oh, it's the 90s. Got to start spelling words differently. No. Get the pizza. Oh. He's flashing so much. Come on, we could get him. Yes, and we got the life. All right. Oh yes, Arkanoid Addict. Thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Yes, sorry, I don't have alerts, so sometimes it takes me a minute or two to see the activity feed. But it is very much appreciated, even if I am sometimes slow. Okay, I think this is the best shape I've ever made it to this level in. We've made it here once before, but I think I was on my last life last time. So I'm gonna go really slow and careful. I don't know that I'm gonna make it happen, but don't hold your breath. But we're gonna give it our best shot. Whoa. Okay, it is moving in a pattern. All right, that was. Oh. I don't know if I'm remembering stuff from this level or the Technodrome in one of the many other Turtles games we've played. This is what I was thinking about, where I was just saying I didn't remember which version of the Technodrome I was imagining in my head. I was wondering if this was the one with the liquid nitrogen. But it freezes you in Turtles in Time too, except it's like it's the floor panels that do it, I think. Oh, now that I know you're an English teacher, I feel pressure to spell things correctly. So that's a funny thing, because I'm pretty bad at spelling myself, and so I had to be very careful. I always had to be very careful what I chose to write on the board in my classes, because I didn't want to wind up writing a word I can't spell. Immediately lose all of my credibility for this semester. But I haven't been an English teacher for a very long time. It's been like, I don't know, when did I wrap my last teaching job? It's been like 8 years or so since I've been a teacher. No, not this again. Not this again. Oh, my kingdom for a pizza. Come on. This feels like it might be an area where there's like an enemy rush. Like, I get a feeling this elevator's gonna stop and we're gonna have to fight like a whole bunch of each of the enemies from the game. I'm thinking of that because we've seen this in other Turtles games. Alright, there's a pizza. Great. You know, I never beat Shredder as a kid, but finally managed to pull it off 2 years ago. And it was the very same cart I got over 25 years ago. Nice. Incredibly relatable. I can't spell to save my life. Luckily for preschool, that wasn't much of a problem for me. You're a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I was a teacher a long time ago. I feel pressure too because my mother tongue is Finnish. Don't know all the words. No worries. If you know 2 languages, then you know twice as many as I do. All I've got's English. I always thought it'd be fun to construct my own language, like Tolkien with his Elvish project. But I can't. The thing about that is, I can't imagine spending all the time it takes to construct an artificial language, and not have anything to do with it. Because I mean, what am I gonna do? Write a fantasy novel? I don't think so. Hang on, what Pizza Hut delivers to the Technodrome? Was there an advertisement for Pizza Hut in the Technodrome? I know there was a piece of pizza, but was there actually a Pizza Hut sign? This is definitely the farthest I've ever made it in this game. And that makes me very sad because I don't think I could go the distance with so little health and no lives. I have to kill 80 enemies before I could get a 1-up. Oh, and I just lost half my health there to those purple guys. This guy looks like the guy... This guy does not look like RoboCop, but he looks like the boss that looks like RoboCop. No. This game is impossible. This game is impossible. Well, that was Turtles, my friends. That was my best stab at it. That's the furthest we've made it. Oh, 2 hours. Another 2 hours wasted. No victory. I'm so disappointed. I have to say, I really hate when an arcade game like this gets converted to a console and it has limited continues. I've said this a lot of times, but I'm going to keep saying it. Who are the game developers to decide how many quarters I have? Who do they think they are? It's insulting. It's insulting. They think that I don't have the fortitude to scrape together more than 3 quarters. Thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 100 bits. And thank you for the follow. Is it Dragos? Dragaeos? 287? Sorry, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. If you pay, they will come. No ad, just the slice. Okay. I had trouble with a Pizza Hut delivery one time. I mean, if you order enough pizza, you're gonna have a bad delivery every now and then. I've had pretty bad deliveries from a couple different places. I had a really bad Domino's pizza one time. It was so bad I didn't eat Domino's again for like 10 years. The pizza, I don't know what they did wrong, but the pizza tasted like soap. It was disgusting. Good enough. Good work on the TMNT arcade. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, still no victory, unfortunately. So this will show up on the schedule again, you know, sometime. Not exactly sure when, but it's gonna happen. I actually have a blister forming on my finger here after playing so many NES games. I'm gonna need to put a piece of moleskin on my finger. Magic beans. All right, let's do it. Thank you for the bean. And the stretch break. Thank you for that as well. Yeah. You get a soap pizza? What is that, a Harry Potter bean? The pizza wasn't bad. She was just very rude. That's unfortunate because that's in there. You know, sometimes, you know, you can make mistakes with the food that are somewhat out of your hands, especially, you know, if you're the delivery person, like you didn't cook it, but your rudeness is completely controllable. So that's a shame. Well, maybe not completely controllable. Sometimes you end up being rude when you don't mean to, but in general, rudeness should be controllable. All right, let's have a bean. Okay, we've got, it's another off-white bean. Now this one I'm almost certain is buttered popcorn. The sort of yellow tinge to it, I really doubt it could be anything else but buttered popcorn, which is horrible because it's my least favorite flavor. I hope I'm wrong. Oh no. Oh no, it's egg. I didn't think there were any egg beans in this batch. I didn't think it was a possibility. It's worse. I went in expecting it to be bad, and it's worse. Oh. Oh, goodness. Well, here we go. Oh, okay. Well. Thank you for the 100 bits, Hooked on Pot. Much appreciated. Sorry, Frownie. No worries. I tell people, you know, I appreciate when you feel bad when something happens to me, like if the pepper is too spicy or the bean is bad. I appreciate that you feel sorry for me, but I mean, we all know who really did this to me. You didn't create the channel point redemption. I sat down, I created the channel point reward, I went to the store, I bought the peppers, I bought the beans, I brought them home. I could have stopped this at any point, so we all know whose fault it really is. She forgot your breadsticks, and when they brought them, they said another person because she wouldn't come back. All right, so I will have the nuts in before the stretch break. I think that makes a lot of sense. Normally I like to be fairly strict about doing the redemptions in the order they happen, but I'm going to enjoy my stretching a lot more if I get that flavor out of my mouth. I haven't got their food again since that happened. I probably wouldn't either. At least not for a while. I would probably put it off. I'd eventually end up getting their food again. It wouldn't be a permanent ban. I don't think I would be able to do that, but I would probably put it off as well. What are we doing? Stretch break. All right, so yeah, let's stretch away the pain of losing Ninja Turtles so we can get prepared for the pain of losing Earthworm Jim. Just a timeout, not a permanent ban. I mean, what can I say? Sometimes, you know, like I don't think. Sorry, Pizza Hut, but I don't think Pizza Hut has the best pizza in the world or anything. But sometimes, you know, sometimes that's what you're in the mood for. Maybe one day you'll give them a second chance. You order Domino's or Papa John's mostly. I don't really have a go-to. I tend to, if I'm going to get pizza, I excuse me, sorry about that. I usually bounce between a couple different places. The best place, I have a place, I have a place near me that does a New York style pizza. That's my favorite to get, but they don't stay open very late, so and they don't deliver. So if I'm either feeling lazy or the weather is bad or I've just waited too long, which is usually the case, I can't get the pizza from the place I'd prefer to because they end up being closed. Some pretty good places where you are only mess up 1 out of 10, but others like McDonald's mess up 9 out of 10. That's why I avoid McDonald's. I tend to be with burger place. Well, here's the thing: with any burger place I go to, I like I have a long established war against condiments, and so I have to order all of my food with special instructions, and like I'm that obnoxious customer. I'm the one you don't want in your line because because I want things done a particular way. And so I'm just in the habit of anytime I order fast food, I have to check it pretty much immediately before I can leave to make sure it's done right. You're kind of picky as well? All right. I'm not alone. don't like to call much, but she was rude and I mean, if they forget, especially if someone forgets part of their meal, part of my meal, of course I'm gonna call and be like, what's up? I paid for an item that I didn't receive. But you got a free meal from the complaint. Well, at least they did that for you. All right, so we're gonna switch over to Earthworm Jim. Man, it's gonna be a long stream tonight because Earthworm Jim's probably gonna take 2 hours, at least. Well, maybe not quite, but an hour and a half at least. So I'm gonna get things switched over. I'm gonna take a short BRB, so I'm gonna be gone for just a few minutes. And when I come back, we'll head over to the land of Earthworm Jim, and I can be pulverized by that game once again. We've played Earthworm Jim. We've played it 5 or 6 times on stream, and I have not beaten it yet. It's like this game. I get really far, but I still have not been able to beat it, unfortunately. Maybe tonight will be the night. But see, she lied to her boss about she lied about me to her boss. Well, I mean, I don't approve. I don't approve of her doing that. I understand. You know, I'm not surprised that she did that though. I mean, if someone's gonna be rude to their customers, then they're probably gonna lie about them. I never mind complaining. I usually end up with a free meal. You got your encouragement palms ready. Thank you, cows. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty wild thing to make up. Oh. I wonder if Krang is the final boss or if Shredder is the final boss. Because I've seen Krang in the demo before, but I don't know that I've seen Shredder. Guess one day we'll find out, but I am curious about the mystery. All right, my friends, just give me a few moments and I'll be right back with you. Thank you for hanging out with me though, for coming this far on the journey, and yeah, we're gonna move over to Earthworm Jim in just a moment. So I'll see you again in a few minutes.